Now this should actually shape up Master Duel. We have two bits of news that are both actually really big. First of all, we have a new ban list on Master Duel dropping in a couple days. And secondly, we have a new selection pack that, get this, doesn't suck. And when I say doesn't suck, I'm actually saying this will introduce a tier 1 deck that will actually shake things up. So I'm so excited. First of all, number one here, let's go over this ban list real quick. So these are a lot of boomer cards essentially. Well, when I say boomer cards, I mean like not from the past few years. These were like broken at some point in the past, and so now they're bringing them back again, as they always do. They try to bring back some cards, see if it changes things up. First one is Performable Monkey Board. Now, I did not play when this was like a thing. From what I was told, you know, from the whispers I hear, this was apparently broken as shit back then. Now, I don't know if it will be now. I don't know if this breaks Pendulum or anything like that. Every single time there's a new Pendulum card coming out where people say, oh, it's gonna be broken. And, you know, usually it's not true. There's also still no Electromite. So, like, okay, we'll see. At least this card used to be broken as shit. We'll see if it still does anything. If you're a Pendulum god, let me know in the comments down below if you think this will actually be big. Then, we have something really cool, though. We have the Dragon Rulers coming back. So, this was a tier 0 deck back when they were a thing. And so, they have gradually been bringing back the weaker ones first, meaning the Fire and the Wind. So, Tempest and Blaster. Those gradually even being brought to 3 or 2 and so forth. Like, they've been trying, and it doesn't do anything because those cards are like outdated as fuck and so forth. However, some people kept going, ham, those are the weaker ones. If we ever get Redux or Tidal, well, there's gonna break the game for sure. So I'm actually excited to see, will they? I think these are quite outdated now, but I also understand that these have some broken effects. So if you play a deck that has a bunch of earth attributes, maybe this might become a card in there. If you have a deck that plays a bunch of water attributes, this might become a card in there. Personally, I'm also really excited for this to happen in the TCG, you know? It doesn't feel that broken when you read the effects for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! How many years has it been now since these were like broken, you know? So I think it's time. I would like to experiment with it, though I will also say Tidal's milling effect. Ooh, that is spicy. As a Tearlaments enjoyer, also Redox being able to discard Earths. Are you gonna discard Kelbeck and Agito? So, okay, I'm excited to see what happens here. But, yeah, these used to be broken. Now, we'll see. It's still exciting to see new stuff, you know, to try and play with new cards. Then we have Zodiac Ratpier coming to 1. So this, and also Barrage coming to 3. So they really want to see if Zodiac can hold their own in the modern meta. A lot of people I saw already going crazy over this on Twitter. I really have no opinion. Like, I didn't play back in Zodiac. I understand these were broken back then, but again, it's been so long. Don't forget, though, that when they made Trident legal in the TCG, instantly Tri-Brigade Zoo became a top deck. So, like, those cards are still scary. But now, I don't know. We'll see. So while this ban list doesn't try to like fix major issues or anything like that with current decks, it does try to see like, okay, will old decks still be good? Let's have a buff. Let's see. So I like that. I like that. Let's experiment. So then we also have this selection pack, which then includes some of these cards that are being brought back, like Redox and so forth. Again, this is one of those packs that brings good cards, you know, like meta-ish staples. Usually these aren't that worth it if you've already been playing a while. And then we have this pack. Now, this is the pack that I care about. We are getting, first of all, Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. So branded support. Will this help branded? I don't know. I will say this helps with bullshit gimmick, but Locket type deals, so maybe, I don't know. Branded still has Branded's issues. I don't think this card changes that, but okay, more brand support, I'm down. However, the thing I care about most, we have the Vanadium support. At last, we've been waiting for so long. Now, I'm gonna assume that this includes all the support. I'm gonna be naive, maybe. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be Rhyme Heart. I'm gonna assume there's all the cards gonna be in there. Then, Vanadium is actually a top tier meta contender, in my opinion. This deck is great at going second. It's going first. This board is basically an FTK, like it's very hard to play through. Omni negates and so forth. I know some people even want to like Calamity lock in it. That is fine, but I honestly think the normal board is just so good. Why would you even bother? Especially because if you Calamity lock Lab, they don't really care that much, and Lab is one of the top decks right now, so you might as well not take your chances and just put up the normal FTK-ish board. So, super strong deck. Definitely gonna crack the top 5 in my opinion. I think Pearly is still a bit better, but in my opinion, it's gonna be like Pearly, then Lab, then Vanadium, then Vanquish Soul, something like that. Again, we'll see how things shape up, but this is like a contender. I'm actually excited for that. I don't like it when we have a pack and we go like, oh, kind of sucks. Here, actually, cool, awesome. Now, it also has Gate Guardian support. So this came out a little while ago in the TCG. It was fine. It was cute. It was part of like a couple cute rogue decks. I saw Team Samurai trying like something with spellcasters playing this stuff. That's cool, you know, enjoy yourself. It's not going to be super meta, but if you're like one of the old heads, like I kind of am, who wants to see their old cards reimagined, it's fun. And then also we get a Ringo Worm, the Apple Dragon. So this thing is like fine in pile decks. There's a lot of like random shit, but those pile decks usually just aren't that great. Usually have some consistency issues. Doesn't really have much synergy between their cards. And so yeah, I mean, if you want to like go crazy with deck building stupid piles, like I love this card is good, but we're really looking forward to these Vanadium cards. That is going to really shake things up. So overall, lots of cool stuff happening. I'm excited to try out the title and the Redox in particular, and of course the Vanadium stuff. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments down below, and I will see you soon. Ciao.